I was not selling on Instagram.
Nice.
I'll do like sponsored posts on Instagram. Come and buy beat, or my beat is affordable. So I'll just sponsor it with 500 naira. So someone will now buy 15k. That's good business. If I do promo with 500 naira and I get 15k, that's 14,500 naira. Bro,
yep.
I was balling.
Makes sense. Yo, what's good, beautiful people? It's your boy Emmanuel, aka Power and Pappy. Welcome back to yet another episode of Soaking Garri with, a show where we sit down with some of the young brilliant minds in the industry, get to document some of their humble beginnings, hence why the symbolism behind Garri, okay? Today's guest, an Afrofusion singer-songwriter and record producer. She has produced and written songs for artists such as Sean Tizzle, Becca, Oxlade, Yemi Alade, Bosiswa from South Africa. I mean, talk to her nice, okay? Talk to her nice. My guy, her latest projects, the 4 EP, came out last year and I've been obsessed ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, we're Soaking Garri with Dunnie, okay? First off, let me introduce myself. My name is Emmanuel.
Hi, I know you know. The guy with the good energy from the overdose video.
Yeah. Thank you. I know I've been talking with management for a while now, so I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I'm glad I'm here too. Happy to be. This is so different.
Yes, that's the thing.
So it's exciting.
Yeah. Let's get right into the Garri check real quick. Let's see if we've come on deck. Let's see what we're working with.
Yeah. So the Garri is here. Ijebu Garri, straight from the source.
Standard. Let's go. Yo, that's my favorite. You know, like I've been trying to get my hand on Ijebu.
Oh really?
Yeah.
My favorite is actually Garri Ekpa, the softer one.
Okay.
Yeah. But of course, that one is not easy to get in Lagos, except you go to Abeokuta. So I have to make do with this one. Yeah. So my size.
Yep. Nice.
Disclaimer, I've not had Garri and Ekpa in like 2 years because the last time I tried it, I don't know, for some reason I was just throwing up. I felt like teacher, so I was throwing up, so I felt like God was telling me that to me it's like mommy is coming. Like your level is about to change. So so start eating things like a bit bougie. So I stopped. So I don't know, disclaimer, just in case I'm putting and there.
Yeah, please. Yes, let's keep it to a minimum when it comes to. Are you team milk or no milk? Are you like that?
No, milk and Garri is not cornflakes.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah, so, put milk. I don't.
Wait, did you go to boarding house?
Well, I did, but that doesn't follow.
That doesn't. Okay.
I just do what I like at the end of the day. So on a normal day, even couscous, all those things everybody do that. It wasn't just.
Wait, I've never heard couscous in Garri.
You don't know couscous?
Yeah, but they put inside the Garri.
No, Garri is couscous now, but the Garri is like fresh.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, fresh will not fresh, so the water will not be too much. The
Interesting.
Water will just be a little bit, so it will be like you're eating a bar, but the bar with cold water.
Interesting. I have to look this one up. I've never heard about that one. And what about worst case scenario? There's no sugar inside the house. Are you adding salt or not?
God forbid. Are you kidding me?
Yo, everybody I've asked this question has always been like, what? Like,
why would you put salt inside?
No, but that's the thing though. It's like I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm not saying I'm doing it though, but like, no, I don't do. But it's like it's one of those things. One of those things. Whenever sugar is missing, or like you can't find it where it is. Worst case, salt to do small magic.
No.
Do you mind telling us your first encounter with music? Like, when was the first instance you came across music, if you can recall?
I can't recall because I feel like my mom always knew that I had some musical interest from when I was like in primary 1 or nursery 2. Because she literally carried me and dumped me in the children's choir. Yeah. Because in the children's church, any song they would teach us, I'll come home and I'll be singing, and just be disturbing the whole house. So she was like, you can't be wasting this thing. Let's just push it in. So she put me in the children's choir. So we'll now be singing all those Sing out, the Lord is here. Yeah. So that's like my first major encounter with performing music.
Nice.
That I can remember.
That's dope. That's dope. And I read somewhere that you used to drum. Actually, were you a drummer? Like in the choir?
Yeah, in the choir. That was like. So after the children's choir, I didn't do any other thing again. So my second stint with the choir was when we moved. So because I grew up a bit in Ibadan.
Okay.
Primary school in Ibadan. So when we moved to Lagos.
Ibadan people are talented though. Just
really?
I mean every Ibadan person that I know is just super dope. Anyway, shall I go on?
Oh really? No, Ibadan is Ibadan. Even I can't really remember a lot of my time in Ibadan because like I said, it's primary school, but when we moved to Lagos, right? The church we were attending, they didn't have a drummer. So, but there was a drum set. So I just looked at it like, this thing, I can do it now.
Nice.
So during service, I'll just go tuba, tuba. And that's how I learned to, because there was no other person to play. So they were even excited that there was someone that was willing to
learn.
Exactly. So from there, I would rehearse, and then it got better. So I left that church, went to another Redeemed church at the time, and then I became like the official drummer in that church.
Wow.
And then from there, every other church I went to, I was like the official drummer.
Okay. Nice. And then fast forward to It Go Better in 2012 when you released your first single. How was that feeling, man? Hearing your song on the radio as well, because apparently it did roll on the radio in Abuja, right?
Yeah, it did. I'll tell you a story.
Yeah.
So my mom was sick, yeah. So she was admitted in the hospital. So I had to be with her. I was staying in the hospital with her, and then my best friend at the time was Cool FM. So I just listened to Cool FM to just while away my sorrow because it was such a hard time. So one of those days I was listening to Cool FM Top 10. And then they were like, the number one song, I was listening to it, number 10, number 9, number blah, blah. So when they were like, the number one song in Abuja at the moment, this girl, you hear she plays the guitar, she has such a nice voice. I was like, oh, who is that one? I better play the song all these bobo people are doing. Next time I just like, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, Jesus!
In a happy mood, ever tell me your attitude. Used to tell me never to let the circumstances rule.
Are you in the hospital at this time?
I was in the hospital, yeah. Just flew from the bed because I was lying down the next bed to my mom.
Wow.
I jumped. As I jumped like this, I just broke my ankle. Like I sprained my ankle.
Oh no! But
when I was coming down.
But thankfully you're in the hospital, so.
Yeah. So that helped me. They massaged, they put a bandage around it.
Yeah.
But like that was, I was so, because I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Because at the time we're not really doing music like seriously. It was more or less like vibes. That time, so I was looking for admission. I just finished secondary school, so it wasn't like.
Oh wow.
Do you get? So it was like a very interesting time. So that was. It made me so happy in what would have been like a really bad situation that I was so sad with my mom being sick and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's very interesting. And what did any opportunities come from this song at that time? Were labels knocking at this time, or were you the label at that point?
Yeah, there was a label that really came through at the time. Yeah. So it was a fun ride for me. It was just like a learning curve for me.
Okay.
Because at the time, it's not as if we knew what we were doing, like I said.
Yeah.
If I'm to say, my career did not really start until 2018. Everything we were doing before then was just experiments. Because I was in Abuja, I was in uni. Eventually, I got into uni. Yeah. So we're just doing covers, just trying and error. And then eventually, I realized that, if you're going to push this thing seriously, you need to be in Lagos where the thing is happening. Yeah. So moving to Lagos in 2018 was like the change to my career.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. And interestingly, you started off as a singer first before you became a producer, right? So so what motivated your move to be a producer, especially knowing that like there's not that many women in that space in the industry?
The interesting thing is that I always wanted to be a producer first.
Okay. Why?
Like in high school, whenever they asked me what would you like to do, I either wanted to be a DJ or a producer. But for some reason, I didn't see anybody to teach me.
Wow. And
the ones that eventually tried to teach me wasn't entering my head. So So it was also weird because I remember when I was writing GC because I did my secondary school in Lagos.
Okay.
I was writing GC in Ikorodu at the time, and there was a studio opposite my center at the time.
Yeah.
So I would, after my exams, I would go to the studio and just watch them. Oh my God, just be in awe. And I could play a little bit of piano, so I'll play piano for them so they'll make beats on it. Yeah. So I used to really want to, but I didn't go past that. So eventually I just let it go. I just let the idea of being a producer. I started writing and singing.
Okay. Nice.
So, but after a while, I said, this production, because especially when Buhari came into power and then recession hit and things were hard and I was broke. So I was looking for a way to survive. I mean, I have a theory of survival, which is also a theory of prostitution in a way. Because I think that people that sell sex for money is because they think that is the one thing they are good at.
Right.
Except people that were trafficked, yeah. But if you decide to want to exchange sex for money, you have to be like a boss at it. So, because I think the theory of survival is that when your back is pushed to the wall, and you need to make money, the first question you ask yourself is, what am I good at? Yeah. Yeah. So may I ask myself, what are you good at?
That's an interesting theory. Yeah, for sure. I definitely get what you're saying.
I can play keyboard, I can play this one, I can play that. Okay, I have a laptop. If I get the software on this laptop, I start making this, I can sell. How about that production? My first beat that I ever made, I sold it for 10K. I wanted to die.
Yeah.
God.
Because 10K at that point.
In 2017, I was dead broke.
Yeah.
I was like a church rat. So I was telling all my friends at the time, I was like, see guys, I'm coming for all your clients. So if I come to your studio like this and I see anybody, I was like, come, hello, I'm a producer. Will you buy beats? And I was selling, and because I was a girl, so a lot of people thought it was cute. But I didn't even care whether they thought it was cute or not. Just give me money because that's what I was looking for. Yeah. So I'll put it up on Instagram. And so that's how the journey started for me.
Yeah. And you were getting opportunities in the commercial spaces too. You were doing like a lot of advertisements and whatnot with your production, right?
At that time, no.
Okay.
Now, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, at that time,
not exactly. Okay.
No. I was not selling on Instagram.
Nice.
I'll do like sponsored posts on Instagram. Come and buy beat, my beat is affordable. This one, I'll just sponsor it with 500 naira. So someone will now buy 15K. That's good business. If I do promo with 500 naira and I get 15K, that's 14,500 naira profits. Bro,
yep.
I was balling.
Made sense. And then we're moving forward to the 7th album. Okay, they had 7 tracks. I was celebrating the fact that you were 7 years in your career at that point, and it was also released on the 7th of July, right? So there's a lot of the theme there was with the 7, but with the 4 EP from last year. I don't know, did I miss something? But what was the idea behind 4, the EP? Because I know you're going with the theme of numbers now, right? But what was behind 4? What was so special about 4?
So with 7 basically was about perfection. I felt that it was 7 years from the time I entered the studio for the very first time.
Gotcha.
To record a song. So and I was going to drop my first project ever. I felt it was just a perfect time. So that was what 7 was about perfection. So with 4, I looked at 7 and I heard all the songs I was making then and the songs that were on 4. There was an obvious growth because my sound in 7 isn't what was on 4.
I agree.
I had grown as a human being. I'd grown, even in terms of things I talk about. I'd grown as an artist. I'd grown as a producer. I'd grown, and 4 means growth, maturity.
Nice.
So that was just why I named it 4. And the 4 tracks being on it was just because of laziness.
Okay.
It's not like it had to be 4 songs.
Yeah.
Just put 4 tracks there because.
And then we were blessed with a song like Overdose, and oh my goodness, that song. That song. What was it like also reaching out to Oxlade as well? What's your relationship like with Oxlade, and especially him dropping on the remix and shooting the video for it too? Like,
Oxlade is my guy. I've known Oxlade before, like he blew up.
Yeah.
We've always kept in touch. We met on social media. We met on Twitter.
Okay.
I remember saying that we work, but I mean, we never got to work.
Right.
And then when I dropped Overdose, I sent it to him and he liked it, the original.
Yeah.
So when we're thinking, because the 4 project was just supposed to be like a quarantine project. Like, no, I've been working, them just put out something. It wasn't supposed to be anything mega.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, but when we saw that Overdose was doing well and people really liked it, I felt like he deserved more and he needed more promo. So we decided that we'll put Oxlade on it since he already likes the song.
Nice.
You get. So I just reached out. I was like, Ox, how far I want to do a remix. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. The thing is, I always say that if I'm going to collaborate with somebody, if they will not stress my life, like, because Oxlade is like you know how Davido said that Chris Brown was his benchmark, how Chris Brown came through for him. That's the way Oxlade pushed that song like it was his.
Wow, yeah.
Always talking about the song, always going everywhere. I didn't have to like say, how fun on my verse. It was one that I'd be like, do you know how fun I want to go record? Like, I was like, this guy. Wow. Such a solid guy,
That's
so
dope.
shout out to Oxlade.
That's dope. And then when it comes to your sound, I know you tackle different genres. You tackle like Afro pop in general, like R&B and soul. But I think high life for me is like one of those elements in your music, especially for your production credits. It's one of those things that I can see within your production credits. Like looking at songs like Shantizu's Pempe. Get your body, Pempe. Get your body bad and you know your body, Pempe. And Tiwadara's Fantasy. Like it was those two songs. And like I also read that you're heavily influenced by names like Tunji Oyelano and Osita Osadebe. Like where did your love and interest in high life come from? And the fact that you went back to study and like look into the archives of the genre too, like where did it all come from?
To be honest, I think Tunji Oyelano at some point was dating somebody that we knew in my family.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like my first introduction. Because I grew up hearing that, do you know Tunji Oyelano? I used to date so person. Yeah. I'm like, really? So I went to check out the music out of curiosity, when I was growing up. So I now fell in love with his music from the gist, right? So that's how I got it. But his music is not even high life. Yeah, I think his music is like alternative Afro juju, like that. Because his music is very laid back, and But for the Igbo music, I actually got introduced to high life music from Flavor.
Okay.
So I used to listen to a lot of Flavor. Like I'm a shameless Flavor. So listen to a lot of Flavor. Then from Flavor, I now discovered the Osita, Osadebe, and then Oliver the Cope. And I listen to a lot of Duncan Mighty, Yemi Alade. So for me, my palette, because I'm a music producer, I feel like the rule of production is if you don't listen to it, you can't make it.
True.
So the more you listen to music, the more your range will be. So I listen to a lot of music. There's nothing I cannot make except jazz.
Okay. Right.
You
never try jazz?
Nah, jazz is boring.
Well, let's talk about your tag, Legendo. Like anytime I hear that tag, especially on like songs that I really, really love. Like people that know me on my channel know that I'm obsessed with Tiwadara's Fantasy. Like that song alone, I am obsessed, like genuinely. And I feel it's one of those cases of like, oh my, I wish the song was even like out there, because I definitely love that song. And it's especially what makes that song special is the intro where you call me that tag, Legendo. I just scatters my head, man. Where did the tag come from? I won't give you the courage, Seth, to like immediately I'm off the gate like I'm a legend.
Tiwadara did the tag for me, right?
Oh yeah?
He did it. Yeah, that's his voice. Legendo.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I was telling Tiwadara that I wanted, like, I'm tired of, because my tag before, during the Pimp era, was a beat maker. But at that time, in my defense, I told you that I was only making beats for money. So I was just make beats and sell. So I was a beat maker.
Okay.
But over time, like after like 2 years, I'd now evolved from a beat maker into a music producer, and I needed something better. So for me, I just looked at what fits me. I know that by the time I'm done in this industry, I'm going down as a legend, no cap. Because first of all, when I was going to start out, my major problem was that there was nobody I could look up to. There was no woman that was doing what I was doing, what I wanted to do at the time. So I didn't have anybody to look up to. So for me, my journey is that I'm charting a course in like a new territory.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm blazing the trail in my own territory. The brand that we're trying to build, no one has done it before. So we're doing something that is really different.
Yeah.
So, and for me, the tag is just every time I put the tag on a beat, I'm like, that is what you're going to be.
Nice.
And that's why the music has to always bang.
Nice.
Because you can't call yourself legend and doing rubbish music.
Yeah. So, I feel you.
Exactly.
I feel you.
So it's just like, it's a prophecy.
That's dope. I definitely respect that. And speaking of legends, we've been seeing time and time again, working with a particular legend. Wonderful. Okay, how did you meet, and what can we expect from this collaboration? Because I see you guys working a lot, man.
Dunnie.
Yeah.
Streets are eager. Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to say this. I don't know if it's announced. But Sha is working on the project.
Yes, okay.
So we're working on that together. How did I meet him? I have this friend called Da Piano. I don't know if you know Da Piano. He produced Gaga Shuffle.
Okay. Yeah.
He's an OG. So Da Piano works closely with Wandeko, and he had been trying to get us in the studio since like 2019.
Wow.
But for some reason, it just never happened. So when he started his camp working on this project, he now called. I was like, for now, when they want to work with you, or where you did? I was like, at the house, so I was like, yeah, pull up now. So
nice.
I came through, and then I played a couple of it, and they just loved. We have like a good connection.
Yeah.
I feel like one day is one of those artists that he just connects with a lot of producers. I mean, you can start counting a lot of producers that he has like chemistry with.
Yeah.
I'm just lucky to be like, to be able to tap small of those anointings. To be honest, being a session in Wandeko is like, I think the only word to use to describe it is magical.
Wow.
It's insane. That guy is the cheat code.
I definitely see that, bro. And it's a case of like, okay, now you have collaborations that you're working towards. Was it one of those collaborations where like you had to at some point manifest into your career? Like was one day a goal for you, or like it just kind of stumbled upon you?
No, I just stumbled upon it.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any Nigerian artist goal. Okay. I feel like I'm going to work as Nigerian artist.
Yeah, definitely.
It will happen. It's not. You see my goal. What I'm manifesting is Beyonce.
Okay.
See, I always tell my manager, I say, please, if you ever hear that I'm going to meet Beyonce, you people should buy malt and milk and keep on the side, because I'm definitely fainting.
See,
like,
but you second-hand collaborated with Beyonce because you've worked with Busiswa, right?
Yo, see, let me tell you my claim to fame. Anytime my manager wants to talk to me anyhow, I tell him, put some respect on my name. I've worked with Busiswa, and Busiswa has worked
with Beyonce. Like,
see, I've also worked with Yemi Alade, and Yemi Alade has worked with Beyonce.
Exactly.
Don't talk to me anyhow.
Yeah. How did the Busiswa collaboration happen? Actually, it was so dope to see that you're on the intro on our latest album.
I met Busiswa through Becca, because I'm producing a project for Becca.
Okay.
There was a record that she dropped. You know Becca now from Ghana.
Yeah, from Ghana.
So there's a record she dropped featuring Busiswa. So Becca then introduced Busiswa to me, like, yo, you guys need to work, blah, blah, she's dope. And then Busiswa liked my sound, and then I told her I was going to write a couple of things for her. So I wrote that, and then she really liked it and made it her opening, our first track. Yeah, so that was cool.
Yeah, definitely. And I love that song too. And so what's next for Dunnie now? Moving towards to like the end of 2021, what should we be expecting from you?
Musical.
Okay.
Plenty music coming. Like a lot. Like I have so much music, like it's a problem.
Okay.
My problem right now, let me tell you my problem.
Yeah.
What to release, when to release, and how to release. It's not like the music. The music is so plenty. I wish I could just leak all my songs. But I can't. Yeah, so there's a lot of music coming, and there's a project on the way as well.
Okay.
I'm actually like 90% done with the project. So
okay. Nice.
Yeah. So
is it gonna be enough? It's gonna be 5, 6?
No, I'm done. It's okay.
You're done with the numbers?
I'm sure if I put one and say, yo, I'm number one.
Number one.
It's okay. It's okay, please. And then I'll put one track on it.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
No.
Okay. So like this is one thing I wanted to ask every artist, especially artists that are still making a name for themselves. There's many ways you can define success in the music industry. Like some people can be satisfied with where they want to be, and like some people want to take over the globe. For you, what's your definition of success in music, at least?
Financial security.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, that's key for me. And if you notice with the way I've been moving with my brand, even though it's good to have like hit songs, it's good to have like popular, to be famous. For me, the strategies like working with brands, you're doing ads and all that. For me, it's just about securing the bag.
Yeah.
So for me, that's like very key, because I don't want to be popular and then like I can't live, because I don't like stress and I like luxury. So it's essential that I can afford the kind of life that I want. So yeah, for me, that comfort makes me happy.
Okay.
You get. But in terms of the music, for me, I feel like what I'm doing, I'm already fulfilling purpose in what I'm doing. And for me, I like it when like young women come and tell me that, oh my God, you inspire me. I want to be a producer. I want to do that. So I'm already doing that. I feel like I'm already fulfilling my purpose in that regard.
Nice.
But of course, music gets bigger. Music penetrates, and then if I work with Beyonce, if I just work with Beyonce, I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have time for you people again. I'm retiring. Bye.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding, but yeah. That's when I'll feel like I've arrived.
Okay. Awesome.
Pretty much.
Well, Dunnie, it's been absolute pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for letting me drink it.
Yeah, I know. But before I let you go, there's something that I'm doing with the artists, and I'm putting a segment into the series. Every like high value Garri brand, they have like their packaging, they have their statements, and they have like a slogan or a motto that they abide by. So if to say Dunnie is
every high Garri, which Garri brand?
Like high value. No, there's no other sachet, no those Garri brands that you see inside sachets or inside packaging, those ones that have not the better select Garri where you're like packing. No, but like when it comes to like branded Garri,
Okay.
If you were to be one, if you were to have a brand, what would be your motto? What would be your slogan? It could be a statement, it could be any phrase, it could be anything that you abide by. And like, it could even be your account number self, so people can send funds. It could be anything, man.
So what would my slogan be for the Garri?
Yeah.
The slogan would be, if you can think it, you can achieve it.
That's what's up. Exactly. That's the lesson we're walking away with. Thank you so much for being here, Dunnie.
Thank you for
absolute
having
pleasure.
me.
I've been a fan for a minute, so this has given me life. Okay, this has given me life to getting to talk to you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. And hopefully, you are not going to puke because of your peanuts.
If I do. I'll come and drag you. Don't worry.
I better go. Please stay safe.
People they ask me, say,